Alright, it's October 2nd. Opening day of bow season was yesterday, October 1st. And I'm up early this morning, brewed me some Caliber coffee, and I've just got my camper all in disarray here. Like, Miranda and I went golfing together for like the second time in our whole marriage. And I got backpacks everywhere, I got bows over here, all my clothes over there in a trash bag. Miranda's like, she's like, I'm taking over the camper, but we didn't go on October 1st just because it's been so hot, and I just wasn't really prepared. I've been so busy doing other stuff. I don't think we're gonna really see anything, but we've got 3 shooters. But the problem is we're on a tiny little piece of land. I'm talking like less than 15 acres, and it's got public all around it. And ever since October 1st, well, yesterday, we had seen the deer on camera, but it's been always nocturnal. Like, they get there at like 5, a lot of times 5:15 in the morning, and they just kind of hang around the megalo and the corn, and then they kind of make their way out. And I think they make their way back to private land, like off of our little piece. It's like a transition area, so I really don't know if we're gonna see anything or not. But it's just fun to get out there when your season opens up, and like I said, it's hot. It's like 66 degrees right now at 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning, and it's gonna get to like 90. So we're just gonna hunt in the morning, fingers crossed, gonna have fun. Dad's about to be here, and I'm just enjoying another day in the woods with my dad, so let's go do that. Exactly what I thought they might be doing right here. They came off the public land where there's a food source, and they kind of mingled through here, check where I had the megalo, and they did exactly what I want them to do. I just need one of the 3 shooters to do that. Number 1 shooter here, his name is Medusa, and I think it's an appropriate name. The left side is just looks like snake is coming out at the wrong angle. And then we've got a really, really nice 9-pointer with a couple kickers on him. Then we've got an old one, old squiggly looking horn critter. Well, Dad named him Squiggly. And there's a real pretty 4.5-year-old 9-pointer. Needs another year, but I wouldn't mind seeing him. But that's fun so far. I hope Dad's getting to see something. Dad's only about 100 yards away from me, maybe not even that. So if those deer come through here, we ought to see them. But it's just nice to be out here deer hunting. I love it. I love it. It is just food for the soul. All right, guys, I'm sitting there editing this video, and that day's hunt you just saw was October 2nd. It was the first day of October I got to hunt. The very next day, I couldn't hunt. I had to get ready to fish a tournament in Alabama and hit the road, and I was gone for about 10 days. The next day, the very next morning, Medusa daylights, the big buck daylights right in front of the camera. And I'm just going to tell you right now, Medusa doesn't daylight again until November like 20th, 16th, 20th, something like that. So little insight to Medusa on that deal. So when I get back from Alabama, I go hunt my other lease. It's a small lease too. It's a 40-acre chunk of land. We've got 200 acres of pasture a mile north, and then we got this 40-acre block of woods. Basically, we hunt the woods. That particular property we've had for 2 years now, and there's just this really awesome buck that was there last year. We named him Tyson. I think he was like a 6x5 or 6x6, and he got shot early in the season, had a big hole in his back, and we recognized him earlier this year in velvet, and he had a really cool unicorn point on one side of him. A lot of times when they get shot like that, they do some non-typical stuff, and he did, and we were super excited watching this buck develop into velvet and out of velvet, got him hard-horned. Super cool deer. So gonna go over there and hunt that farm. Also, there's a couple other deer on that farm we're keeping our eyes out on now. There's one we named Gigi. He's a 4.5-year-old, smaller body, not much rack. Keeping an eye on that deer. Nothing changed hardly at all from last year. And then we've got this deer he was an 8-pointer last year. He's an 8-pointer this year. He looks identical to last year. We named him the Mighty 8 because he got real mighty. His frame got really tall and big, but his eye guards are this big. His G3s are real short. And his body weight is substantially larger than Gigi's, a 4.5-year-old deer. This deer, we think Gigi's 4.5, could be 5.5. We think this 8-pointer's 3.5, could be 4.5, but his body is significantly larger. His frame's big, and he's pushing deer around, bullying deer around. So he's definitely one of the deer we want to put our eyes on and make an in the stand, in the woods assessment, judgment call on whether or not to shoot that deer. So we come back, and I'm going out to put corn and megalo out for my dad's ground blind. I thought, you know what? His ground blind is the only place I could sit with a good wind. So I'm going to go ahead, put my bow in my truck, get in there early that morning, hunt it, and then I'm going to set the bait stuff up for Dad's ground blind and get it all doctored up for him leading into muzzleloader season. So that is the precursor for this hunt, October 22nd. Let's go hunt. So this literally happened so fast. I had my bow just laying on the dirt on the ground blind. Didn't have an arrow knocked up. Didn't have my release ready. And when I look up and see movement, it is one of the deer we want to see. And when you hunt and you just get that feeling, the second you see that buck, it gets you excited. You're like, that's a big body deer. That's a deer I'm excited about. I'm gonna harvest this animal and I get excited about it. He is on full alert. At one point, he hears me knock my arrow up, spins around, stares at me. awesome. I got my new Bob Sharpa tripod. You can hear a car go by right off the road here. This is Dad's ground blind. And, sorry, Dad. I shot the Mighty 8. Dad was gonna get done here in muzzleloader in a few days, but all our cameras were dead and I needed to get in here. So I was like, if I'm gonna come, I'm gonna go ahead and hunt. And the only place with good wind was right here, and it was right off the road. I didn't want to intrude anymore, and I had to. And I'm pretty sure I saw the arrow kind of sticking out of him when he ran off, so I think I got him in the shoulder. I've said that like 5 times now. I'm shaking. I wish you guys could see the setup in here. This is pretty cool. I got this bog chair, and it allows you to adjust the legs on it, which is fantastic. But I helped Dad put the blind up, but he put the chair in here. I haven't set the chair, and man, I really hunkered over like this is normal. I can't see anything. I have to like hunker down. Oh, I'm really shaking now, guys. I'm really shaking now. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get off here and watch the shot back and see if I can see if it was a good hit. Hope it was. Outside, the camera was on my right, so the arrow was, he might have been a little quartered, but not much. And I could tell when he ran off, the arrow was sticking way out, so I either never got good penetration, or sometimes it penetrates, hits the opposite shoulder and kicks back out. But I wish it had been a lot lower than that. I don't know, I heard a weird sound when I shot my bow again. So I don't know if my fletching hit my arrow rest again or what, but I've been having that happen and I've been trying to fix it, but got a brand new arrow rest, so maybe it's something I'm doing, maybe it hit my arm, I heard something. Anyhow, I'm gonna slip out of here in a minute and just go look right there and see. I feel like the deer have moved on and probably started to bed down, so I'm gonna poke my head over there and just see. I feel like I can see blood, like impact when I hit it. I see some red. Of course you would see red, but I don't don't see nothing spewing out. I really think I'm close to being in no man's land. I think I'm far enough forward that I don't know if I can get along even if I got good penetration, so I went from being really excited to being really worried. Those are my honest emotions. I'm bummed now, so hopefully something else happened than what I can see in my video, but pretty sure that's where I'm hitting. This is bow hunting. This is what happens. Alright, so I'm right here where I shot him. He spun real fast, turned here, and first sign of blood that I found is actually on this stick. He must have broke that stick off with his side. It's coming out of him here. He sprayed all over those leaves. Anyway, so I'm gonna be real quiet and follow this. I can see blood here in front of me pretty good. I just want to try to get a good look at it. My arrow is sticking way out. Golly, they're scraping the crap out of this right here. So I should be able to find my arrow here pretty quick, I think. Get an idea how much I penetrated his shoulder there. And so a little further than he's run. There's some hair there. I'm about to look at that. But it's sprayed up really good right here. It's up along the west. It's sprayed pretty good over there. So it cut him. Alright, so I'm like probably close to 100 yards into the blood trail, and it's been pretty good. You can see it here, it's spraying up this tree pretty good. So I like seeing kind of the spray of it. It might mean I got in there and got the lung or something. So I'm trying to be real quiet. I had to put my bow down. Got barking blood with it. Oh, I'm trying to go real slow and look. It's nice and flat up here in front of me, so I'm hoping if I keep looking forward in the direction of the blood trail, maybe I can spot him in case he's not down yet, but still ain't found my arrow. Well, real quick, my phone's about to die, but I found the arrow. Got pretty good penetration. It's all bent, so got the shoulder for sure. Probably expanded. It came out when he crossed this creek right here. Landed right here. Little fleshy looking stuff right there. I don't know where he went from here though. I did jump a deer right back over there, so hopefully he wasn't there. Well, my phone's about to die, but that was him, that deer I jumped. That was him. He circled back and went down the creek and jumped back up the creek. And this is where he was at. So I jumped him. I really thought the deer was either really, really dead or just fine. And I'm hoping he's gonna be okay. He bounded off just fine. I couldn't see him. I just heard him. And then blew at me, so he's got lungs left. Man, this makes me sick. This is part of bow hunting. This is gonna happen, but golly, that makes me sick. Pretty good right there. On the pond. Alright, so it is 4:45. We shot that buck at about 7:15 this morning. We jumped him at 11:15, 4 hours later. Quite a bit of blood in that bed. I had quite a bit of times during the blood trail that I felt like the blood sprayed. So everything in me thinks I might have got a lung or an artery. Something was spraying. So even if that wasn't happening, I want to do my due diligence as a hunter and I owe it to the deer
That piece of property I'm on is really thick, but I've got a guy coming out with a deer drone, and we are going to fly and see if we can find that 8-pointer, either dead or alive. I just need to know. I owe it to the deer, and you know, if he's not dead, I hope he makes a quick recovery and we get another chance at him, or Dad does. And if he's dead, let's go get him. Let's go get him. But there's no way I can bloodhound him through all that stuff and find him. I'm afraid of jumping him again, which might push him off the property. So, trying to do the right thing. Wait till dark on the deer drone stuff. It helps him pick up the infrared signal. Once everything cools off, the sun quits beaming off stuff, they can see the hot spots, essentially the warm deer. And that deer will still be warm, even if it's dead, for up to 48 hours, I believe. So, anyway, that's the update. I feel sick about making a bad shot, but I'm going to do my part and try to make sure that we recover that deer if he is indeed fatally hit. Oh my. All right, guys, this is Eli with Oklahoma Air. I'll put this in the description, guys. Get that other angle.
Find this gap in the trees.
I mean, it's time to assess if is he moving now, or is that just you moving?
No, that's me moving.
You know, is this a deer that is expiring, or is this a deer recovering?
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
You can see it right there.
Found him.
I found one like that was old and it was almost impossible.
Is he still bleeding?
He's still bleeding, yeah.
So this dark spot on the other side, is that a potential exit? Did it almost poke out?
Honestly, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, because it's straight line there.
He found that buck in like pretty quick, like 15, 20 minutes, and we probably would have found it faster, but he was gridding it out. And I kind of thought where the deer went, if he went right where it sounded like he went when we jumped him today, and he didn't go far, and he doesn't look like he's doing that well, unfortunately. So he's the expert. And what do you think about the deer laying there bleeding?
I think he's got a good chance of dying, but these deer get tough, so it's really a toss-up.
They are tough. I'm gut wrenched about it. I feel really, really bad about not making a good shot. But I really appreciate Eli coming out here. Found the deer. We know now exactly where he is. It's legal for him to give me the coordinates. I know right where that deer is lying. And if I want to come back and see if that deer is expired, I'm allowed to do that. So I'm going to let that deer rest overnight and kind of keep an eye on the weather, figure out when I can come back in there. He is right in the heart of my 40-acre property, so I'm going to blow anything out of there, and that's okay. That doesn't matter. So, Eli, I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah,
I'd shake your hand, but here, I'll give you like this curly left hand that's holding all his business cards. So, if you guys want to check out Eli, this is a pretty sweet deal, guys. I don't know if his rates will change, but $200 comes on out here, find your deer for you. If you recover it, though, you got to give him like a couple thousand for finding it, because you're on cloud 9 and he likes a couple grand anytime. Yeah. So, no, I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
I really do.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It, as long as we get into the story or something like that.
Yeah, we'll get the end. Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
Oklahoma Air. Check him out here in Oklahoma. He'll drive. How far will you drive?
Wherever.
Anywhere?
I'll cover wherever, yeah.
Will you go outside Oklahoma, or are you only licensed in Oklahoma?
I'm only licensed in Oklahoma. Other states, I'll have to look into those. My Part 107 is my drone license, and it's federal.
Okay.
So just, I can follow state laws, depending on what state it is.
Yeah.
Kansas, I can be at the border at 2 hours, but drones are illegal.
Well, he's centrally located in Oklahoma, so anywhere in Oklahoma, as long as you got a wife, or?
Nope.
Yeah, the man can come.
Yeah.
If he ain't got to work, he will be there. So
I'll be there.
Thanks, Eli. Appreciate it. To be continued, guys. Let's see if we can find the mighty 8 point.
See if we can get him.
Yep. Thanks, man. All right. Dad and I are here. It is pouring down, thunderstorming. It's right in the middle of the day. We've left that buck lie there hopefully long enough to either expire or heal. And I have the exact coordinates that Eli gave me from Oklahoma Air. I know exactly where that deer is. We've given that deer 24 hours plus. So hoping that deer's in there. Got our Frog Togs rain gear on. Like I said, it's really storming. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna take my bow. I've got this bog backpack I'm gonna take. I've got camera equipment in here. I'm gonna wear a chesty. It's got a nice waterproof pouch over it, so I'm gonna drape this over the bag, keep my stuff as dry as I can. But I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna put this chesty on, take you with me, and so if I fall down and stuff, you'll get to see it. And hopefully, we got a buck that expired quickly, and he's laying there ready for us to recover. And it'd be even better if he's not wasted or the coyotes didn't get to him. That would be even better. So that's what we're praying for. Hopefully it turns out well. But let's get out there and tromp in the woods. Dad's gonna stay here and keep an eye on the truck for us. So I don't blame him. I wouldn't go out there either. So let's do it.
There, is that what you wanted to see? Doe in the fog. I feel like this is his bed right here. Where he was bedded. Well, I'm pretty much in here, right all around the coordinates. He was laying right here. I'm pretty sure I can see where all the grass is depressed, leaves and stuff. I mean, it's just been raining so hard. There's no blood left. I even went to where I knew there was a bunch of blood where he jumped the first time. I couldn't see any blood there, so I wasn't expecting to be able to see any blood. He's not right where he was, only left him with the drone. I've jumped a few deer, and one was a decent buck, but it was too light horn to be him. I think it was Gigi, another buck I had, but I'm gonna start making some circles right here. See if he's right here close. All right, so we got back to Dad's house. And I don't really think I talked about it, but I'm pretty bummed. I feel good, I guess, that perhaps the deer made it and he's fine. Like, obviously, I want him to be fine. I don't want him to suffer. But there was a part of me, I was like really thinking that he was going to be there and we were going to get him and get to, get to put our hands on him and maybe, he was just laying right where he was when we left him with the drone at 9 p.m. But that wasn't the case, and all the rain had washed away all the sign. I'm pretty sure I found the bed. Like, the coordinates that they got with the drone were very accurate, and I dropped them on an onyx hunt and got myself all right there. Like, I was just all on it, and I found this really nice depressed spot. Really looked like it. And I was looking up at the trees, and like those little round leaves were in that video. Kind of identified those. Just wasn't there.
And I tromped around pretty good in that immediate area, seeing if maybe he got up, made one last shift or something, and he wasn't there. So hopefully he shows up on the camera. We are going to be hunting there this week for muzzleloaders, so if we do start seeing a bunch of coyotes or buzzards or anything like that, we'll just have to keep our eye out for that. But we hope that the Mighty Eight's still living, and me and Dad already joked about the potential of him like kicking some crazy point off of the side or whatever, since he got injured and being last year and being some kind of freak beast or something like that. So, all right, so it's November 26th. It's over a month past the day that I shot the Mighty 8, and I just want to give you guys an update on the deer. I'm still tracking the deer, following the deer. The deer showed back up on November 2nd, about 10, 11 days after I shot him, showed back up, same spot where I shot him, working a scrape. And I posted pictures of this online on Instagram and Facebook, and it got quite a bit of traction, like 10, 12 million people chimed in, and they didn't think it was real. They're like, that deer should be dead. Then there's other people that say, yeah, that's too far forward, that's too high. You know, all those people telling you how to hunt and what to do right. And I'm all for some like good advice on arrow grains and broadheads and all that, but it's not AI. Some people like it's fake, it's not real, it's trash, it's AI. It's not. That deer deserves to be called a real deer because he survived something that I am certain that I got one lung of that deer based on everything that I've learned about the blood and just the deer's behavior and his labored breathing that night with the drone. I hate it, but I got one lung, and I've renamed the Mighty 8 One Lung Larry. So that is now One Lung Larry, and One Lung Larry has been on the camera quite a bit up until November 17th, and it's November 26th now. Rifle season started this last weekend. It's Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so maybe he's been harvested by another hunter, maybe not, but he's up and at 'em, and he's alive and acting pretty well. He's definitely lost some weight and thinned down, but it's the rut, and with him hitting scrapes and doing all that, I assume he's feeling pretty peppy. I am absolutely shocked, even though I shouldn't be. The resiliency of whitetail deer blow my mind. And this is just another example of that. After we found the arrow of that deer, that arrow went all the way through that deer. It was behind the front shoulder. It hit the back shoulder, bounced back out, and that deer lost that right lung. I am certain the deer lost its right lung, and it's surviving with one lung now, and just incredible. And so One Lung Larry lives on, guys, and there's a bunch of pictures to prove it. These are not AI generated, by the way. But this is going to be the conclusion of this video for now. Hopefully I get to make another video on One Lung Larry, and we'll see where it goes from here. But thanks for watching. Click like, click subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.